Spice fam, if you're into sweet and savory, then this video is definitely for you. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can use your overripe plantain or ripe plantain along with saltfish in what we call a fritter. Alright, so if you're interested, keep watching. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let us know what are your thoughts. We look forward to hearing from you. Without further delay, let us get into today's video. To make our ripe plantain saltfish fritters, we would start off by cutting off our seasonings. So for this particular recipe, we advise that you use as much fresh seasonings as possible. It really does pop the flavor of your fritters. All right, so I will just show you a little bit of the cutting up process, and then I'll come back to show you all of the seasonings that we are going to be adding to our fritters. So here we have some cheddar bene, some green onions, regular onion, we have peppers, bell pepper and pimento peppers. We have a little bit of fresh basil, I think it is, or thyme, and yeah, if you do have parsley on hand, that is absolutely amazing as well. So I'll set that aside and we're moving on to the other ingredients. We need a ripe plantain which has been boiled really soft, and that's it. Then we need saltfish. The other ingredients I added would have been some salt, a bit of baking powder, as well as some smoked paprika and some cayenne pepper. So I went ahead and mashed up the plantain while it's still very much hot, and this is what it looks like. Once that is done, we are setting that aside and we're moving on to the next step. To another bowl, we are going to start off by adding in the salted cod or saltfish. Here I'm using some green seasoning, homemade, and you want to be very generous with your seasonings. And I'm adding in the smoked paprika, the cayenne pepper, black pepper can be used as well, and I add in the fresh seasonings. Once you have added that in, you want to give it a really good mix until everything is well combined. Now it's slightly different to how I would usually make my fish cake. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So once you have mixed in your seasonings to the saltfish, we are next going to move on to the dry ingredients. So here I have my flour. I'm actually adding in a little bit of cornmeal today, or corn flour today, with the baking powder and the salt, and then I went ahead and just mixed that in really well. I did kind of made a mess, but that's okay. So I went in and mixed it really well until it is well combined. And next we are going to go ahead and add it to the saltfish mixture. Also, if you would have made this before, please comment below and let me know what your experience were. All right, we are looking forward to your comments. So here's what the mixture looks like. We're going to start off by adding it to the saltfish mixture. I am just going to mix it around a little bit. Also, I forgot to show you, but you want to have a little bit of water on hand. All right, you may not need a whole lot of it, but just a little bit, just to help with the texture of the recipe. Next, I'm adding in the plantain that I did mash up, and of course here I'm showing you a little bit of water. So once I've added in the plantain, I'm just going to go ahead and mix that really well. And then too, the plantain does have a measure of, well, some water in there, so you don't need to add a whole lot of water. All right, so here I am just mixing that around until it comes together. Again, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of water on hand, as well as some flour, just in case you may need to add some, but you may not need to, but just in case. You just want to be prepared. So once I would have added, or rather mixed everything together, I am going to allow it to sit. So the reason why we're allowing it to sit is so that the flavors can marry together. The flavors can come together. So if you have plenty of time, just let it sit for as long as you can. You can even do this and do it, fry it in the morning. So you do it overnight and fry it in the morning. All right. So here I just place my my frying pan on medium low heat, and then I added some coconut oil. We're just gonna wait for it to heat up really well. Once that is done, I just went ahead and dropped the batter spoonful into the pan. And a tip here, you don't want to put too much of the drop or too much of the batter in there at one time, because it might be a little bit difficult for you to flip it when that time comes. So we're going to just fry it until it's nice and golden brown. And I forgot to check to see how long it did take. But I just used my discretion. All right, so here I am just flipping it to the other side. As you can see, it has taken a nice golden brown color. So here is what the plantain or ripe plantain saltfish fritters looks like. It's nice and golden brown, and here I'm just finishing fry up the last of it. So I'm just going to quickly show you what it looks like on the inside, and this is what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching. It's nice, it's fluffy, and it's really delicious. The perfect snack, or you can have it with some coconut bake. See you in the next one. Bye bye.